So, as most of you guys know, I'm an introvert, and when I first came to UT, I was absolutely terrified that I would just disappear at a school so big. I was convinced that I wouldn't make any friends unless I forced myself to join organizations. So the fall semester of my freshman year, I applied to Comm Council. And as I was waiting for my interview, I met two other people who applied. And one was dressed head to toe as Harry Potter, and the other had like hand painted his creative expression. And I immediately thought I made a huge mistake, and I pretty much prepared myself for rejection. I wasn't outgoing, I wasn't creative, and I didn't think that I would fit in. But it turns out that joining Comm Council was the best decision I ever made. You know, it forced me to be more confident in myself. I took on a leadership position, which is something that I thought I'd done for the last time in high school. I met so many amazing, talented, and friendly people who are so different than me and taught me so much about the world, about myself, and exposed me to different backgrounds and perspectives. I made more friends in council than I think I've ever had in my entire life. So I just wanted to thank you all for loving me and supporting me and encouraging me these last 4 years. I love you, and I'm gonna miss you so much.
So this is very surreal to be here right now. I don't know, I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone in council, the people that I've gotten really close with, and just the general members who have been so inspiring, and just being able to talk to different people and learn different perspectives has been awesome. And council's really changed me, and taken this boy freshman year from East Texas and made him ready for New York. So I'm very thankful for that, and the opportunities that I've been given to, you know, come in, like take this leadership role and a few leadership roles and really grow into myself, which has been amazing. So again, thank you for that. I'm saying thank you a lot. There are obviously a lot of people that I've gotten really close with, and I want to thank them so much, but there's so many. So I don't know, my whole family, starting with Layla being just an amazing person that I just am so lucky to call a friend, and the opportunity for her to be my little, and then to have a bunch of littles with her, like Hayden, who's filming this, and all the rest of you. There's so many, I can't name all of you, but I love you all. And my bigs, Keen and Katie, who are long gone, and just this exec team and this checks team and the one last year as well. There's just so many people. Some advice I would give is to just enjoy these 4 years, because you don't, like, everyone says they're gonna fly by, and maybe you're realizing how fast it's going, but it literally flies by. I'm looking back on these 4 years and I'm like, what the heck even happened? So definitely take the time to, I don't know, this is probably weird advice, but to be selfish when it's appropriate, because this is the last time in your life when you can really step back and really take a lot of time to do things for yourself that you want to do. But on that note, like, also don't be afraid to try new things. Like, I think the most beautiful thing about council is that it gives you such an opportunity to jump in and be a part of so many different facets that it offers, like whether it is governmental or, you know, standing up for someone's rights, or even if it's just something really, really fun, like going to play Capture the Capitol, which, you know, if you haven't done that before, it's fun. And so don't be afraid to jump in, and you may find your passions that you didn't even know you had. And that's what college is all about. So thank you again, council, for helping me do that. So I love you guys. Come visit me in New York. You have a free place to stay anytime.
Hey guys, it's Kirsten. It's funny, I remember filming these this time last year and thinking, wow, that'll be me in a year. And you would have thought that I'd put more forethought into this and what I was gonna say, giving a full year. But here we are, unprepared as always. But this can go a few ways. I think what I want to do is I want to give you guys some advice, because it's the type of person I am, and I know I've been talking to a lot of you about general life stuff, and you know, age 18 through 22, you're gonna experience some things, and council is a great place for it. You make a lot of really awesome friends. That's I think my biggest takeaway from council is just the people I've met and kind of the relationships that I've formed here are going to really last years and years. And that is, I know everyone says that, but that's genuinely something. Like, take hold of that. Don't get so caught up in all the small things that constantly happen and like this drama and this event and stress with this thing that seems like the end of the world, but it's truly not. I promise you, it's truly not. Just like take a deep breath, think about things sometimes, and just remember what's really important. But I think the biggest thing that I would like to say to everyone on a mass scale is just, my grandpa always told me, don't let fear hold you back. And I know that that is the most cliche thing that you've ever heard. I know all of you are probably rolling your eyes right now. But for whatever reason, it's something that just kind of came back to me in this past year or so, and figuring out post-grad and life and what I want to actually do. And it's honestly changed the way that I live and do things. I know so many of you are like, should I go to grad school? Should I just get a job? Should I try doing this? I don't want to necessarily do this, but it might be better than doing this that's riskier, and all of these things. And my biggest advice is, you guys are all super capable people. You're all 20-somethings that truly have the world in front of you. And I know that sounds like that might not really be the case, but I promise, if you start a job, if you take a risk and you hate it, quit a year later, do something else. It's not that big of a deal. Like, that is the biggest thing I can impart to you all, because I know so many of you just really think that this decision, whatever decisions you're making now, it's not even about graduation. If you're afraid of talking to someone that you're into and want to do something similar to what they do, or even people in council, like, no one in this council is intimidating, I promise. Just go talk to them. Come into the SLS. You can come into the SLS. Like, it is open for you. Don't just be held back by these silly things of, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen to me if I try this. Just try it. If you look dumb, it's the biggest thing that happens. You look dumb. Get over it. We'll be fine. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a good 3 years. Thanks for making things pretty sweet. I don't know. I really like you guys a lot. If anyone happens to be in Japan over the course of the next year, come say hi.
Council has given me a lot of things, from my insatiable and rather out of the blue hot Cheetos cravings to the greatest friendships I could have ever asked for. I spent the first year and a half at this university completely lost, so finding this amazing group of people really felt like coming home for the first time. To this day, I have no idea why Aaron Kaler and company thought it was a good idea to let me, with my lame, meme-infused application, into this council, but I am so grateful that they did. To all the new commies, please, please, please cherish this organization. You will find the people that you will want to spend 60+ hours in a car with, and the people that you can send that late night "what you doing" text, and it won't be creepy, but instead it will be a call for adventure and wild or tame times ahead. And to everyone sitting in meeting right now, each and every one of you as at one time or another put a giant smile on my face, whether you knew it or not. So thank you so much for that. I hope I was also able to make you laugh or smile along the way. And I love you all very, very much. And don't worry, the rest of college is going to be so fine.
Hi everyone. I can't believe I'm filming this. Never really thought about what I was gonna say or even picture myself in this position. I also don't feel like I'm in a position in my life to give you all advice on things. So I just kind of want to say thank you for everything that council has given me. I think one of the biggest lessons that I learned while I was here was just how to really convey love and appreciation to those around you. I think G-Dubs is a really great platform to do that, and it really just taught me how to do that to all of my friends. Something I'm still working on. So yeah, if I do have any advice, it's just to keep spreading that love and positivity to those around you, and really appreciate the time while you're here. Appreciate the people that are sitting in the office with you at all times. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks again. I love you all so much.
Hey guys. So the hardest part of these videos is trying not to come off as too cliche. And I've been thinking about this since I saw my first senior farewell videos my freshman year. But I'm having a hard time with that, simply because in everybody else's videos, you know, they talk about Comm Council being a family, how Comm Council has helped them throughout their entire college career, how Comm Council is above all other student organizations at the school, how legitimately proud they are to be a commie. And there's merit to everything, every single one of those points. This year hasn't been too kind to me, I'm gonna be honest. It's been a rough senior year. Nobody really expects their senior year to not live up to their expectations. But because I've had Comm Council here, I've been able to learn from this experience. I'm surrounded by people, by you all, who, even through making fun of me at times, show me that you love me for who I am. And on a consistent basis, show every other member of council that you love them for who they are, and you do not judge. If you do judge, you don't say anything about it, which is fine, or you say something in jest, which is fine. But there's an authentic sense to this group of people. You guys have acted as my rock this entire time. All these past 4 years, I have looked at Comm Council as my core friend group, and I couldn't thank you more. Seriously, I'm about to go out into this real world, and I am terrified that I won't find another group like you guys. I want to let you know, you have it really good. We all have it really good right now. You have a group of people that will drop what they're doing to answer your cry for help, whatever that may be. Oh, look at that, there's a tear. When the tragedies, the few of them that happened this year, in my family and whatnot, when they happened, the first thing I did after them was go into the office, because I knew that that's where I would be able to talk things out, where I would be able to be with people who legitimately wanted to help me, that really wanted to give me advice that came from the heart. You guys, the college is filled with these people who are out to better themselves, which is great, but it is all along an agenda. We have people in this organization that don't give two flying shits about an agenda, and who have a mindset of just wanting to help their fellow commies. And that is beautiful. That's something that you're gonna have a hard time finding on the rest of this campus. Guys, I want to know, I want you to know how special you are, and how special you have been to me. Thank you. Thank you for everything. And after I'm gone, I hope that you keep up this sense of community and this overall positive outlook on life. Because without it, quite frankly, Comm Council wouldn't be Comm Council. But I'm not afraid for y'all, because the new leadership is fantastic. All you new commies blow me away every time I talk to you, and you know what? I'll be back. I'll be back to come and survey, but until then, you all are the best. Bye.
So I can't even begin to express how difficult this video is to do for me. When I got here last year, I would have never realized how attached I would become to this organization. I came into CC with no friends and without any support. I was fresh from leaving my major in biology with a broken spirit. I was in a bad place where I didn't believe in myself and the talents I was gifted. Comm Council embraced every part of me, from the good to the bad. There were genuine people who cared about me. Comm Council is like my family. It's a home away from home. It wouldn't be the organization it is without its foundation, the people. I want to thank a few of you all for impacting my life in one way or the other, beginning with my family. Julie, the mother of my children, thank you for believing in me, loving me, and being by my side unconditionally. You are a goddess. No, you're a warrior. You inspire me every day and make me a better person. I want you to be at my wedding one day and grace us with your presence. Sophia, my curly-haired queen, the spunk and the sass of the family. You light up everyone's life with your mere presence. It's not a party without you, and we definitely aren't a family without you. Your passion in journalism is inspiring, and I want you to remember me when you're a spokeswoman for E. Beck, the definition of iconic. Everyone wants to be you, Everyone's mom wants to be you, and everyone's dad wants to be inside of you. You are so smart, dare I say a genius. You'll be the face of change one day, believe that. Aish, the gentle soul with a raging heart. I want you to know that I'm your biggest fan. Your drive for film is honestly beautiful. Anyone who doesn't see this is blind. Continue to reach for the stars, and you'll surpass them. Juan, if drama had a three-way with sincerity and love, it would be you. Your love for writing shows in the work you create. I read everything you put out and can't be more proud of everything you have done so far. Kaylee, the most extroverted introvert I have ever met. You make me smile every time we talk. Shit, you make everyone laugh when you say anything. Your extraordinary abilities are something else, girl. The fact that you kill it but are still so humble is amazing. I will always be here for you and know that you will do amazing things one day. Natalie, the editor-in-chief of Vogue. You are a person of a few words, but those few words will say more than most people's doctoral thesis. I want everyone to understand how smart this woman is. She's so badass, it's unbelievable. She's smart, she's ambitious, she's beautiful, and she's got fashion sense. There is no bounds this woman won't surpass. Andrea, the most committed, down-to-earth human being I know. You are not given the credit I believe you deserve. You are so hardworking and passionate about what you do without asking for anything in return. You do, and you do, and you do, just for the act of it, not for anything in return. I believe you have such a bright future ahead of you. I love you. Alyssa, the epitome of grace, elegance, and professionalism. You could fall straight in your face, and I would still be taking notes on how elegantly you did so. You were born a leader, and a fierce one at that. Wesley, yes, he is as perfect as his hair is. If anyone in council knows how to have fun and get messy, but still look flawless while doing it, it's Wesley. He is someone who will always be there for you, even when you have to pee behind a dumpster off 24th and Pearl. Zachary, my twin. Shelby, inspiring. Nicole, achiever. John V, dynamic. Rebecca M, enchanting. Julia, meme. Emily, feels. Layla, assertive. Ryan, capable. Kirsten, inspirational. Rupa, persistent. The list goes on and on. I want to end by saying that goodbyes are not forever. They simply mean I'll miss you until we meet again.
Hey guys, yeah, look at me, I'm graduating. I was pretty surprised too actually. But I want to take a second and kind of, roll with the big dogs here and make a video and just sort of say thank you, really. Thank you guys for being there for me when I needed to. Thank you guys for letting me be my crazy, odd self with my very strange way of thinking, talking, doing things, and just always being supportive and excited for the stuff that I'm doing, and being so welcoming to the monster that I am. It means a lot, actually, more than I could possibly say. This organization, you guys, the CC fam, it's incredible how much I got out of this organization compared to how little I thought I was going to get out of it. Really, you guys have made my college career pretty stupendous, pretty spectacular, and thank you. So in return, here's some advice from a wizened, old, Voldemort-looking African boy. Macro level, never be afraid of what you feel. Never be afraid to follow your instincts. Never be afraid or apologetic for feeling something. You're supposed to. Regardless if someone tells you otherwise, that's not their business. They're stupid for telling you to not feel something or to feel a certain way. That's not them. Do you. Do the things you want to do, which brings me on to my micro point, which is never be afraid or claim that you're too busy. If you're waking up in the morning excited and you're going to bed fulfilled, then you're doing something right. If you're not, then it's time to start thinking about some new things to try, some new ways to keep busy. Because I guarantee you're all amazing, talented, smart people. Smart people. You can do this. You guys are going to be pretty stupendous one day. So for now, do you. Seriously, do you and figure out how to do you best. Because that's what you can do. I'm already over time, but I want to do a quick shout out to my amazing kind of fam click sort of thing, Andrew's Garden Tools. You guys know who you are. I love you. I'll always be here for you. I'll always be a text or phone call away no matter where I am. You guys are incredible, and you guys support me more than anybody I think ever has, and I will always be here for you. I'll always love you, so yeah.
thankful for council for being like a sanctuary on campus. Like I transferred here and I was a first generation college student, and there was really no like rule book or guide to kind of like, or even mentor to really like tell me how to do anything. And council and all the friends that I made in council have like really been super helpful in like guiding me and teaching me like what the next step is in my college education and in my career, and just like how I should go about doing those things. And then on top of that, Comm Council has been a huge, like everyone's been a mentor and an inspiration for me professionally. But on top of that, like everyone has just been like a kindred spirit without being, without saying, I don't think I can say that without being cheesy, but like everyone's been such a kindred spirit. And that like it didn't really matter like who it was, or you know, everyone's just kind of like been a friend and been supportive, and it feels nice to just kind of like have that backbone that no matter like what you're doing or what you're going through, like someone's going to be able to relate to you, or like have advice to give or anything along those lines. And then I think we are all capable of more than we expect ourselves to be capable of. So don't sell yourself short. If you have an interest in something, go try it. Don't be afraid to try it. And if it doesn't work out, that's not the end of the world. Like, just keep going. There are so many opportunities out there, and we have been given so many resources. Take advantage of them. Don't take yourself too seriously. If you want to go to Tuesdays, go to Tuesdays. If you want to not study one night, like don't study, like go do something fun, because there's nothing like college. College is a very unique thing that you only get to experience in its purest form once in your life. Cherish it. Build strong relationships with people, because I think I've met my closest friends here and people who are going to be around for the long haul.
I guess I thought that I should use this opportunity to teach you guys how to start a fire, because once I leave, it sounds like you guys are fucked for lake cleanup. So the first step in building a fire is to collect tinder, which is little twigs and like dry leaves and things like that. So you collect tinder and you make a little ball, and then you make a stack of kindling on top, which are like, you know, little sticks and things like that. So you make the teepee shape, you know, and then once you do that, you can get some bigger wood, some logs and things, and kind of stuff it full of dry leaves or paper, that sort of stuff. And then you just kind of light it with the lighter, and it's that simple. So hopefully once I'm gone, you guys will be able to start a fire at lake cleanup. I guess the goodbye part, I mostly joined this org because my sister was like the vice president, and it's kind of this like Trump nepotism situation. But I realized she graduated and I was left to my own devices, and I think I realized that there are some pretty freaking awesome people in this org, myself included. And I don't know, it's gonna be weird it's been weird not being there, being inactive. I never thought that 3-time Comedy of the Week would have to go inactive. Pretty heartbreaking, but it's just gonna be weird not having this as like part of my, you know, semester schedule. So I'm gonna miss all of you guys. Not all of you guys, that, yeah, most. But yeah, it's been a wild ride, and yeah, thanks everybody.